I gave him all my life savings.
We saved all of our life and I have nothing.
We are limited in what we can do for ourselves.
In May 2014, the Senior Source, the Dallas County Probate Courts, and the District Attorney's Office launched a unique and innovative collaboration to address the financial security of older adults in Dallas County. This collaboration, the Elder Financial Safety Center, was made possible by the W.W. Caruth Jr. Foundation at the Communities Foundation of Texas. The services offered by the center are divided into three components: prevention services, protection services, and prosecution services. The Senior Source focuses on prevention. The probate court provides protection, and the District Attorney's Office handles prosecution. What makes the center unique is that the collaborators work together as one coordinated unit instead of in silos as in the past.
With the formation of the Elder Financial Safety Center, the courts can now ensure that older adults needing a guardian will have one. We can monitor more frequently all guardianships and remove guardians when necessary. Finally, we can coordinate within the center to find solutions, such as money management at the Senior Source, to avoid unnecessary guardianships and alert the District Attorney's Office when there is evidence of exploitation or abuse. The Elder Financial Safety Center provides vital protection for our most vulnerable citizens.
The Elder Financial Safety Center has allowed us to establish a specific unit within the Dallas County District Attorney's Office to handle cases of elder financial abuse and exploitation. The creation of this unit provides us a greater capacity to review complaints, investigate potential cases, and ultimately prosecute more perpetrators. It also enables us to provide training to the various law enforcement agencies within Dallas County to better identify and investigate financial crimes against our older adults. Equally as important, the Elder Financial Safety Center provides help for victims after the fact. These victims of elder financial abuse and exploitation finally have this collaborative resource to turn to in their time of greatest need.
You've just heard about the protection and prosecution components. The prevention piece is handled here at the Senior Source, where our goal is to prevent older adults from becoming or staying financially insecure by helping them increase their income or decrease their expenses. We're able to accomplish this by offering comprehensive services such as money management and financial and debt counseling. We place a big emphasis on scams and frauds, help with benefits and insurance counseling, as well as employment services. But what is so incredible now, services don't just stop with prevention. And this is the case with Miss J and Miss M, who came to us looking for help in what was a situation involving financial exploitation and guardianship protection.
I met Jackie when she got here from Hawaii, and so we stayed friends all these years. Jackie left to go to visit her late property in Michigan, and then her third son came and got her and took her to Chicago and kept her for about 4 years, and she wanted to come home, and he wouldn't let her. I knew that it was going to be bad for her because she had some investments I wasn't sure she still had, and if he sold everything, she would be up a creek. She was getting worse. She was crying, and she said, "My kids dumped on me." And every once in a while, she'll come out and tell you, "We saved all of our life and I have nothing." So things are coming back to her from the stress. She's improved. If it wasn't for Steve and the Senior Source, she would have been dumped on. That's all I can tell you.
The most troubling aspect of this was that her sons were in the process of selling all of her assets, and she definitely was going to need her assets to take care of herself the rest of her life. And the more we peeled back the onion and looked at the situation, we realized that we needed some emergency action. With our collaboration of the Elder Financial Safety Center, we were able to get before a judge, get a guardian ad litem appointed, and then that guardian petitioned the court for a temporary restraining order.
Another element of financial security is employment. The Elder Financial Safety Center assists older adults in Dallas County who need to work to make ends meet. This next story is about Ms. R., who came to us with great experience and lots of passion, but she had many hurdles.
My name is Rose. I worked my way up to the insurance industry 47 years ago. Although I had a detour in my career, I sat down and I couldn't get up anymore. And I realized that I must have been suffering from something. And I called the ambulance, and they came and took me to the hospital, and they told me I had had a stroke. Emotionally, I couldn't think at that time. I felt helpless. I was just kind of paralyzed, as it proved to be so. And then my mind started working and saying, you've got enough rest, now it's time to work. I was not able to write or use a type, much less than use a computer. So when this was done for me, for the resume, that was a big help. The first day I walked in, she asked me 3 questions. Well, are you bilingual? Do you have experience? And the third one was, what time do you want to work? We are limited in what we can do for ourselves. And that helping hand is very good in making it possible for us to continue being productive, being resourceful, and not feeling sorry for ourselves.
Rose had over 40 years of experience in the workforce, and she came to me about a year before she had had a stroke and wasn't quite sure how to re-enter the job market. So I helped her get a resume together and hone in on her skills a little bit. And there are some people that you meet, and when you meet them, that you know that they are a go-getter and they're going to quickly land on their feet again, and Rose was one of those people.
Each year, older adults lose nearly $37 billion to elder financial abuse. In fact, roughly 37% of seniors are abused financially. For those individuals, the outcome can be devastating. But when it happens, the Elder Financial Safety Center is a resource where older adults turn to get their lives back in order. This happened to our clients, Mr. and Mrs. G, as they were just entering retirement.
We were high school sweethearts. We met in the 10th grade.
She was sitting right in front of me. She had a ponytail. So I kept messing with her ponytail. So that's the way our romance started.
And we got married in 1968.
I put in my 10 years with Mary Kay, so I said, I think it's time for me to retire.
This man said he was a financial advisor and an insurance agent. We believed everything he said. He said we were going to make a lot of money and we could get it out anytime we wanted. My husband told him, he says, I want to pay off our house because we had a mortgage on the house. And he said, well, that's the first thing we're going to do. He said, we're going to do all that, and then we're going to give you whatever amount of money you want, and we'll invest the rest of it. But it never happened.
So I gave him all my life savings that I had. I gave him everything, you know. He wiped me out, cleaned me out.
Emotionally, we were devastated. Someone told us to go to Goodwill and speak with a gentleman there, and he referred us to
Senior Source.
Piece of Heaven, Senior Source. And there were some angels there. We live from payday to payday like everybody else, but we don't feel as stressed.
I guess what hurt me the most was it took all my life savings, you know. You know, I thought I was going to have like a nest on the ground when I retired, but it didn't happen.
The most important thing was to help them become financially stable again, since all of their life savings was stolen or taken away from them. And how could we help them through other services meet those needs if they didn't have the adequate income? Well, in situations like this, nothing happens quickly. It all takes time. We've been working with them for months, and we've been able to achieve a lot of goals during that time. So the moral to the story is you really have to be careful about who you trust. And when you're looking at making financial decisions, to make sure that you're getting the right guidance, because fraud, scams, and exploitation is so prevalent in our community.
Because of the Elder Financial Safety Center, we have the resources and opportunities to practice day in and day out what Forbes magazine recently called a brilliant solution to attack elder financial abuse.